Hey everyone, before this video starts, I'd like to give a special thank you to all my Patreon and Twitch subscribers. If you'd like to learn how to support this channel, possibly for free, just hang out till the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. The rise of that vegan teacher. So dude.
This is part 2 of my...
Oh my god. Can you just stop that vegan teacher? So you will pay to herd animals. Do you also eat cats? What about dogs? Sure. I will eat a cat and a dog if it'll make you stop talking. I don't care. I don't care. You're annoying.
My response to AJ. Initially, I was going to sit in the classroom and keep going over his speech, but I thought I would take a moment just to show this post that I have come across on Instagram.
Okay. This looks like somebody in another country, maybe, working for DoorDash. What do you want me to tell you, bro? They just should probably put the food inside of a bag so I don't have to, you know what I mean? Like, imagine it's going to mess up the hamburger. You know, like, imagine you got like a hamburger from a diner on DoorDash, and they just left it out in like a cage while you drove. That's insane.
So AJ.
A J.
Do you eat dogs as well as all the other animals?
Maybe. Who cares?
No?
Who cares?
Why not? Do you eat cats?
Honestly, eat cat. I hate cats. Cats don't have any value. They're obnoxious. I hate just eat cats, please.
No? Why not? Do you know who Lewis Hamilton is?
No.
He's apparently a very famous race car driver.
Okay.
I didn't really know about him until a few years ago when somebody told me that he was vegan.
Okay.
In my research, which I do every single morning for several hours.
Why? What do you research? What do you have to research?
I looked at Lewis Hamilton's site, and he had reposted something by this group. This group is called Karmagawa. They're talking about saving cats and dogs. Here you see a man paying money to this woman.
Okay.
Because he's buying a dog.
Oh, I thought that was a pig. Oh man, that's so sad.
In the same way that you, AJ, pay money to buy other animals.
Yeah, but the difference is I don't have to see how terrible it is. You know what I mean? Like, it's fine that you're gonna eat the dog. I just wish that they would be more humane about it. Sometimes people like boil these dogs alive. It's horrible. But if you just kind of like, bang, you know what I mean, and it died like that, all right, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's humane. Humane, as long as it's more humane.
That are murdered for you. Chickens, cows,
yeah,
pigs.
What is that? Cakes?
Chickens,
cows,
pigs.
Cakes? Or is she saying pig? It sounds like she's saying cake. It sounds like she's saying cake.
Turkeys, chickens, cows, pigs.
Oh, it's pigs. Okay. It's me.
Turkeys, lambs. Look at this dog who is tied up, AJ.
Wow, it's terrible.
With tape on her nose. As if...
Bro, listen. Yeah, we're crying alert. Listen, not for nothing here, but I'm tired of that vegan teacher. She's all talk. I'm tired of her. She's 100% all talk, okay? First of all, every single time she talks about animals and how you shouldn't eat them and all that stuff, she never supplies us with any alternative. She doesn't have like any recipes. She doesn't go like, hey, this is how you could eat this and this is how you can make it taste similar to meat. Or she doesn't do any of that. Ever. And then she's like, oh my God, look, dogs are dying. It's so sad. Shut up. You don't care. Listen, not for nothing, but like you have a domesticated animal. Now, is that as bad as eating one? Probably not. But at the end of the day, you're not giving that animal full consent over itself. You talk about how cows have their milk forcibly removed from them. Open your front door and let the dog, and just see where your fucking dog does. Oh, the dog's going to run away? Crazy. And you want to know what? If the dog doesn't run away, it's because you groomed the dog, that vegan teacher. Okay? Because you get a dog and you put it in your house and it wants to leave. And then you're like, nah, you're not doing that. And then the dog develops Stockholm syndrome. That's the reality of having pets is abusive to animals. Okay? By your logic. That's just the way it is. And you're like, I have a pet, I have a dog, and I make it eat vegan food? Because the dog would consent to that. You're so talking about consent, up, down, left, right, and fucking sideways. But then when it comes to like actually giving your animals consent, you don't leave the front door open. You fucking force feed it vegan food, which is probably not that healthy for them. Like, yeah, I'm sure you could do it perfectly and it won't be so bad, but they want to eat meat. That's what they want to do. You're not giving these dogs consent, okay? You're forcing them to do something against their will. Okay, so you're really not that much better. You're not. All right, you're just crazy on the internet, screaming and hate farming, because you know that like if you're an asshole and you call out everybody, people are going to see the videos. But you know what? I'm tired of it. I'm done with you. You're boring. You are boring, because every single fucking video is like an appeal to emotion. All right, all you do is you call out some random content creator who's talking about something random. Like, oh, I'm calling out Internet of J. He's making rise and fall videos about like fucking people who have faded into irrelevance, and you're like, oh my god, but what about the vegans? There's a time, there's a place, and then your social advocation is poop. Nobody's like, oh my god, that vegan teacher, poggers. Nobody's being converted by what you're saying. Nobody's feeling in any positive capacity. All right, people are just like, I don't care. You're just causing people to double down on their confirmation bias because you're just annoying. And then you're constantly equating the suffering of animals to people. Like you're like, vegan phobic. It's worse than being homophobic. Oh, we're enslaving animals. It's like black people back in the day in America. Oh, we're raping cows so that we can get their milk. Oh, what about, you want to know what? Honestly, even if that's all true, I don't care nearly as much about a fucking cow as I do a person. So like this appeal to emotion, it's just not hitting me. Okay? Like, oh man, so it's just not getting me. You know what it's getting? It's making me feel like you're just using these social narratives so that you can push your fucking vegan message, but it's just like not the same thing. We're not animals, okay? That's the reality. Oh, it's species phobic. Yes, I don't care. Animals are dumb, okay? I don't fucking care. I know that sounds mean, and maybe there's this advanced form of life in the atmosphere and in the stars that would look at us and say the same thing. Okay, that's life, brother. I don't give a fuck. Okay? Animals aren't the same as humans to me. That's how people feel. So this weird appeal is just like ridiculous. It's just a ridiculous appeal. It's just a weird shaming narrative. And even if you're right that people should go vegan, and you want to know what people probably should move towards, maybe not veganism, but move towards better things like grass-fed cows and whatnot, because it's better for the environment. Right? We should make reasonable moves towards less animal suffering, but also towards like industries that don't create greenhouse gases. I was watching somebody said this to me the other day, and they were like, you know that when it comes to we could have a lot. The environment would be much healthier if we grass-fed all of our cows, because apparently we feed them like shit that makes them fart a lot. And I know that sounds crazy, but cow farts are a massive contributor to greenhouse gases and global warming. But if you just feed them better, it actually makes them have less farts. It sounds insane, but it's a real thing. And it's like, you know, this is how I would advocate. It's like, yeah, move to less suffering. But then you got things like these Impossible Burgers, and I misspoke on this, that are so unhealthy for you too. And hey, here's a really highly processed plant burger that we stuff with carbs to fill it up. And it's like, well, that's not a reasonable alternative, because, you know, people that already are carb sensitive, like diabetics, they're not going to be able to eat shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, where's the reasonable alternative? Why don't you make a video that would guide people through the ability to even eat? You know, it's difficult to eat your calories fully as a vegan. Like, where's your video that's like, I have to take these supplements because I'm vegan and I need to get these nutrients that I can't usually get through plants because they don't really exist in the high enough capacity. And or maybe you just let your bones shatter from like your fucking higher rate of being able to get osteoporosis. I don't really know. But like, where's your vegan recipe video? Or, you know what I mean? Like, where's your vegan cookbook? Why you plugging all these like you plug all these different videos that are like, oh, look at how sad it is for these animals. Well, you know what? We're selfish. We're not animals, so a lot of people don't care. But maybe you should plug something about, I don't know, people being unhealthy, or like, here's how you can get in your daily recommended calories by eating X, Y, and Z. Like, fuck, put up or shut up. You know what I mean? Like, your message isn't working. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down to the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.